Only 1 week before we see one of the biggest fights in Hajime no Ippo. Sendo versus Ricardo Martinez for the Featherweight World Championship. And we have been going insane about Sendo's anti-Ricardo strategy. What is it? What is Sendo planning? Does he even have a plan to beat Ricardo? Well, let me tell you that I know what it is. Just 2 chapters ago, Sendo and Ippo were sparring. We saw some insane improvements in Ippo's footwork and strength, but also something else. Sendo's anti-Ricardo strategy. He didn't even say it himself. Miyata said it right after. He said Sendo was doing his anti-Ricardo strategy just now. But how? I'll show you some hints and let's see how fast you'll be able to see it. Here, 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 and here. And now look at what Ippo says after the spar. My arms are still asleep from blocking his punches. If he really swings with all he's got and if he manages to land one, that 1 in 100 shot might actually come true. Did you figure it out? Because if you thought about numb arms, you've hit the nail on the head. Why numb arms? The solution for this lies in the Gonzalez fight. Do you remember how wide Sendo swung in that fight? He reached back all the way to the ceiling of the arena for his knuckle drop. But look at how Alfredo reacts to it. He's asking himself, how will I counter this? And then he's speechless and just sways back as Sendo's punch drills a hole into the canvas. This is Alfredo Gonzalez, by the way, the same guy that roasted Ippo for his outdated idiot boxing. So how did this punch catch him off guard? Is it that it had too much aura and he was scared? No. Sendo throws an immediate smash as a follow-up and literally lifts Gonzalez up in the air. Alf's coach even says what a sloppy combination. He is basically calling Sendo a noob. Alf could have easily countered any of those wide swings. And then he says, my arms are numb. Can I get them up? Is he mocking me with these huge swings? I can read it clearly, asshole, but with my numb arms I can't execute the counter. I must protect my jaw. This punch will come from above, aiming for my temple. Not only are punches to the temple insanely dangerous, but Alfredo also can't raise his arms that high since they're numb. And Miyata just confirmed that Sendo was in fact using his anti-Ricardo strategy against Ippo. Since he didn't do anything else than beating down on Ippo's guard, it's for sure the numbing strategy. And now listen closely. Sendo's plan is to punch Ricardo's forearms with full power and thus numb him like a damn venomous snake. But Ricardo won't even get hit. It's impossible, even Miyata couldn't touch him. Let me just tell you right away that the Miyata spar was just a feint to lead us away from the facts. Look at this from the Wally fight. He came in with an uppercut, and then he changed the path of his punch. This was so unforeseen that it landed with sharpness on Ricardo's guard. On his forearm to be precise. And then another whole barrage. So suffice to say that Ricardo does get hit. Yes, he guarded most of the punches, but that's exactly what Sendo wants in this scenario. Ippo did the same thing to Mashiba, by the way. He obliterated Mashiba's elbow to the point that his arm looked like a burnt potato. So it's a strategy that definitely works, but there's a big downside to it, which will be Sendo's downfall and also his retirement reason. The elbow block. If Mashiba was able to injure Ippo's fist with his elbow, Ricardo is more than capable of doing it as well. Sendo will numb Ricardo's arms, but after adjusting, Ricardo will block accordingly and aim his elbow at Sendo's fist. The same defensive technique took away Datte's power and rhythm. Ricardo even said that after a man's trump card has been played, he has nothing left. And it will crush and pulverize Sendo's fist just like that. Nothing but dust will remain of his hand bones. And when the tiger has no teeth left, he'll die of starvation in the blazing heat of the Mexican sun.